Abusiafo native for I Alpha OneTV and then first time bounce or any new book wine so now was subscribe my CB news by no she be a obeying notification phone so number shopping so memory if so be more down for so any better for me and some sort thing. Kojo upon Nkrumah in say on the spokesperson for a year Bawumia. And Bawumia thank you to na fancy me brave. In him say a Professor Michael Quay. The report on the Bawumia. You see, according to information, the Niejhuts says he can't quite the man, the my Bawumia administration. The near man, Bawumia shall see a kakano. And no, and there was a Michael Quay report in a bemono. Now, information Bob and Niejhuts say. Near man no more you and be man you couldn't name the Ketua. And ne, Bawumia Bawumia cause I and a petromote so, and then no more two. No ni mo hwenya de but o mate so de ya woni mu bibi o ka se Dr. Mahood Bawumia na e ya akofo do government na te petro so by the course of the house woni ene o se ka che se 11 no den as the woni 11 no hwe na so ko ho party no se jema so ko ho e birthday party 11 cake edi ono yiri die sisi aye kasa no e kwadwo pon Nkrumah de Nisem yoka kekano and I suppose Bawumia big time pa. Na that and Trona washes each or person a Ghana for him domino. Kojo upon Nkrumah sem no kindest body I suppose Bawumia license. And as he say no, our Bawumia campaign I say what any Bawumia career. Because Bawumia campaign message be avanko. We know the campaign message our question on sympathy be a figure for buying for. Come in with the kelvin till like about and then come on trying that also.
In some of our canon, this is something a constituency secretary Eneka. Now the man you just heard was vice president for 8 years. He was in charge of the economic management team. 8 years. This man sat through every cabinet meeting, one cry. Where in Ghana for the 8 years, Obi who say Mahmoud Bawumia has spoken against high cost of living. For the 8 years he was president, technically. Did he ever mount one stage in his life as the vice president and head of economic management team, and also a co-chair of cabinet meeting? When Bawumia was in power for 8 years, did he ever speak against high cost of living? No. Did you ever hear Bawumia openly complain to the NPP, the whole nation, about arrogance? Arrogance of power, how arrogant they were in power. Did you ever hear Bawumia make that statement in any platform that he mounted for the 8 years? No. Reshuffling. This same person sat in cabinet for 8 years. He told us at a point that he wants to continue the legacy of Akufo-Addo. The legacy of Akufo-Addo was that, or is, Akufo-Addo ruled for 8 years and he never reshuffled. I didn't say I want to continue Akufo-Addo's legacy because that is a terrible legacy. But Mahmoud Bawumia, during elections, he said he was comfortable with the decisions Akufo-Addo had taken and that he was going to continue Akufo-Addo's legacy. Reshuffling that he did not do for 8 years is part of his legacy. Did he ever complain about that? No. But he said he wanted to do what? Continue this legacy. Mahmoud Bawumia talked about e-levy, cabinet for 8 years. When e-levy was passed, Bawumia never mounted one single stage in Ghana to say, I am against e-levy. He never did that. Every single day they met in cabinet to discuss the introduction of e-levy, Mahmoud Bawumia never came out officially, even through his spokesperson, to say he is against e-levy. Kojo Nkrumah was heard on countless occasions on all media platforms telling the world and Ghana that Mahmoud Bawumia is in full support of e-levy because he is at cabinet and he supported the person of e-levy. Now, let's talk about DDEP. The burnout is about Bawumia stage because say domestic debt exchange program. He was against it. nowhere in the history of being a Ghana vice president and the head of the economic management team, he never for a day spoke openly against DDEP. We are talking about togetherness. Mahamudu Bawumia basically is lying to himself. He is trying to create an impression that Nana Akufo-Addo's legacy, the people who were in that government are stupid and that he is the chosen one. And whatever happened in the Akufo-Addo administration for the past 8 years, he should not be blamed. I'm going to ask Bawumia a simple question. If all these things, you are not to be blamed, are you ever going to take credit for anything that happened in the 8 years in the Akufo-Addo administration? Because so far, you have not been able to applaud the Akufo-Addo administration, which you were a vice president on this your tour. You have not been able to applaud one single thing. So if everything that the Akufo-Addo administration did, everything that you saw, so are you ever going to tell us that we should give you credit for something during the Akufo-Addo tenure? Because the arrogance of power was the president and his people. You are not included from what you are telling us. DDEP, you are not included from what you are telling us. E-levy, you are not included from what you are telling us. You are telling us about reshuffling. You were not included. You are telling us about legacy. Whatever they did in 8 years, then you don't deserve to stand before a rational Ghanaian to tell that Ghanaian to vote for you. Now, you know the most despicable part of Bawumia's statement. He went all the way. He went as far to tell Ghana for say, as vice president, as a member of the cabinet, the person, the president in Bawumia na chair cabinet, or catch the Ghana for say, ya to petrumu na onim. This is what he said. You see all the money communities. Now, 3 days to the election. 3 days to the election. Yet to petrol. Yet to petrol. Against her. Against her. 3 days. Maybe see another can say, oh, that's how. Young, see about 3 days today. Now, rather for a good food. This is some to Petro Bawumia. Oh, really? But Petro call for my Bawumia to be catch say NPP are buying to Petro mu amanako form kwasi afo. Uko tie omo conversation anytime I talk TikToker. Me call TikToker me tie NPP fo omo Jimmy brutal. I was listening to them and Ojan bi wo ho I na Bawumia say nyo na to Petro mu your agencies omo to Petro mu and so Bawumia to be gina stage. No, I catch her say, I and the Mogoya Petro, I call for them. A cook father ne Bawumia, the aye, or dying, and the Musu Nim send you to Petrum. It's more catch as a Bawumia Nimeboa. Nana Tama Bawumia, Ejina Ghana, a catcher say, Russia, Ukraine, war no, and a Sebio Amanyoma Atapan Samana, Sa Nyansa, Unyan Wayne. And a cabinet Yano correlates say, Russia, Ukraine war, and a say Ghana economy. Bawumia in power has been blaming people. He has been blaming others. Bawumia has never taken blame for anything. Never taken blame in this government. The biggest problem with Bawumia is say he still sees himself so Nyansa will be our party. On the Ireno, Najrimuno, or just a party near Nedia because he is being protected by Akufo-Addo, Freddie Blay, and the Gabimo because they think they have stolen enough. He sees everyone in the party say, Obi Jimmy, because this is a presidential candidate in the history of our republic. We're recording the lowest results when it comes to presidential elections. And this guy is standing there blaming his boss. This guy, he needs to ask himself, what wasn't so attractive? He is not assessing himself as a politician. He's not assessing himself. What is making me not attractive? He wants us to believe, say, Akufo-Addo with Jimmy, NPP for Jimmy, Meneme Yere Samira de, ya correct into Montomaye. And sometimes you ask yourself, is this guy serious in life? Does he really think, say, we have short memories to the point, say, Yan Kaidi or Ghana. I can play Bawumia's videos, 50. in a minute. I can play Bawumia's videos. 50 in a minute. The lies are they have implanted in the heads of Ghanaians. Atra would have told Ghana for him. It took us 80 years to wash all those lies from the heads of Ghanaians. And you are back again in less than 4 months. And you are making us look like, say, NPP for Jimmy. Omo munim nyansani omo ani omo wie sika no Oforiata Michael Kwei Ekufuado ene omo anomo supporto sa nkwasiade no into obi oka hu bi agimi and na me yama Kennedy Japan, because I can tell you on authority Kennedy will never be the flag bearer of the NPP. They will cheat him. The things I know in the NPP, 99% of NPP followers they don't know. Michael Kwei report no about 3 months ago, they gave it to Bawumia. They gave it to him and his team to analyze it because they wanted Bawumia to pick the part. And until I was studying, the tour is basically about Bawumia speaking on the report. And I won't study, you know. Every single statement he's made is about the report. It is not about what really happened at Emomuluzi elections, you know. Because in the report, you know, he wants to first clean himself. Clean on before, because our idea be said, they can fight for themselves. Met my catch on authority from a reliable source from Michael Kwei. Mahamudu Bawumia will be your flag bearer. It does not matter what Kennedy Japan will do. That register, whether they change it or they don't change it, Kennedy Obetuma and Chireboto, I feel bad for him. In fact, right now I'm in Tokobia because Sikana me pagina or Anase. So many Kennedy cool. I feel bad for Kennedy. He looks frail. He doesn't look well. His money is done. He's just intimidating them. He would never, as far as Bawumia.
She say, be painting a yonko black. Because near man bought by me when say can Japan train more time. Flabber and any farmer. Because Gabriel Chedakon. One of me leaders no Michael Kwei Yakufa Nankase was a PC a young Kufum Kaka and almost supported Bawumia. Although the grassroots nearing a pay King Japan, but according came till I say I pity a King Japan because enya the made on the mao. Sin easy cheaty workers, I'll give you show down this animal. Obasa can be. Now they will definitely cheat. Now Bawumia sababe flabber no 24%. NPP partner gu. Oye kosoba from egu. And then I came Japan and then I came trading. Sorry. Ekika sansembui. No we not say. Bawumia babontia. Oh, William and count. Oh, William and count. Oh, William and count. He can't send me breach Ghana for. And no Becca, we in a way count and there is one count. A good dear count, a bad dear coffee near. Tamana coffee do bano. We share some money or ball. Or some of my friends, some money or ball. Could you upon command some money or ball? One an economic manager team for 8 years. And no about one thing he can't say the insane who nature Ghana for say adding a say, and then I won't count Petruca to Konanya away. Cabinet meeting be out as you. 2 years to petrol unimiago. Like unimia quan answering. You know what is going on. But Obabontia, hey, no be a can you pay. This is a Kesi. I hope Nkrumah Simpi. I is Babontia, I is posing a big time pan. Then somehow can I just say. The for 11 or. Bawumia has no new shoes at the Newz and taxes are hot out on. Bawumia no new shoe. Men, could you upon Nkrumah take behind? I'm a young say, dear Bawumia boy. Na Nima or in Opaso Yanonia sympathy a Ghana for him. No, the other. Or the Benya vote to be. But a yard befa. A yard befa. The Eka corner and yard befa. Ghana for any and wine. Ghana for any be. Ain't in young one summer back Ghana for a bedding. Bit many sympathy or many. We are then 24% to Benya. And I want them now Casihunia 47%. unya 41.7%. Unya nefa. ECD clause unya 41.7%. Abla 38%. Ubienu say 38%. Now that the whole compare ko for inti Ghana for the nya omugidi no one to abama. I bet now for 8 years. Should be a dollar ni kudruye. And then dollar ko check here 14.5. Very excellent a year job a year out of force in a mine. Now so what they say be ubu Ghana fukum ye kayaka de fa at timu can of us who try haircut near the other. So for Yakubu Campo and testify more demonstration akisi ni na no mo ntie abegyina na you are arrogant for power near that day. Ade a wakaka no se bi ade a wakaka yehun ze mfa kwen na wo bu akutia wonom do ban after wo se bo makutia se omo na se party no ahia wo ba mu da pen omo na se party no tama ko fa do ban ya tete man for go match see ki on go fan go meet my vice president ala ngo jo chema tini di ma ko tene ne so afa ma no ida ma wa fide wo kan che party ne say ade an se ni on se na NPP for ni bi ede air blast o we ni ni ma ke mtare Niejhuts ma se enya sankoto na se see no Bawumia ere some no kan just say who blame me the party leadership no for their honor lost. Who blame me say was it idiom attempts like also omu stop it sebi. He can't so much as any kwanza omoka. Who party is omu nejimi no ani ye domu nyansa. Ano na ebe kan ke mtile Niejhuts. Okay, can say bit my share your comment bit so share more down for so you be share. Higher for Ɗidzisiğrace.